Today I'll be talking about transformation of graphs. There are three types of transformation: translation, stretch, and reflection. Translation. There are two types of translation: vertical translation and horizontal translation. Vertical translation. An example of vertical translation would be g of x equals f of x plus k. K meaning it will shift k units vertically up. If k is greater than 0, it means that the unit will go vertically up, and if k is less than 0, means that it will go vertically down. Horizontal translation. An example of horizontal translation is g of x is equal to f of x plus k. Note that k is inside the bracket. It shifts k units horizontally. So if k is greater than 0, it will shift the units to the left, and if k is less than 0, it will move it to the right. This is an example of a horizontal translation graph. As you can see, each figure moves. Formation is vertical stretch. An example of vertical stretch is y equals a times f of x. If a is greater than 1, it stretches in the y direction. If a is less than 1 or 0, it compresses in y direction. This is an example. Horizontal stretch. An example of horizontal stretch is y equals f times b times f of b times x. Note that b is inside, unlike vertical stretch where it is times outside and this is inside. If b is greater than 1, it compresses in the x direction. If b is less than 1, it stretches in the x direction. This is an example. Lastly, reflection. There are also two types of reflection: vertical reflection and horizontal reflection. Vertical reflection. An example of vertical reflection is y equals negative f of x. In this graph, if there is a negative in front of f of x, it means that the graph reflects on the x-axis. Or in easier terms, if the f function is multiplied by -1, the whole function is flipped upside down, like this. This is the original graph. This is the new one. Horizontal reflection. An example of horizontal reflection is y equals f of negative x. Note the differences. In here, the graph reflects on the y-axis. When the inside function is multiplied with -1, the whole function will be flipped to the left side or the right side, depending on the number.